Good morning from New Jersey. It's a little chilly, so I'm here with my nice warm cup of coffee and my nice cozy jammies. I love these jammies. They're so soft, and I love the little coffee cups. 100% polyester. It's the only way you get that softness. They're super warm. It's me and Bear. Hi, Bear. Bear's tired. Bear's a little itchy today. Her allergies are bothering her. I think she had a treat she shouldn't have when she was in training yesterday, and she's itchy now. And we have Oreo. His allergies are also bothering him, and he looks orange. So, anyway, I wanted to come to you because, and accentuate the whole warm thing, because it's going to snow here. I talked about snow, I think Monday, our first snow. Nothing crazy, only I think an inch. And I'll be in the Poconos, so I'll be in the right place. But what I wanted to come to ask you about, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that's thought about this, but if I am, so be it. My mind goes in strange places. The other week I made chili for dinner. So I cheated and I bought the packet rather than making my own seasoning mix. And I, while in the store, flipped it over. I don't have any favorite grandmother's recipe to use or anything like that. So I just flipped the packet over and got what it said to get. I did only get one packet of seasoning because I don't like it really spicy. But I doubled everything. So it's 1 pound of ground beef. So I got 2 pounds of ground turkey. That makes it guilt-free chili. 2 cans of tomato sauce. Kidney beans. Just 1 can of kidney beans. We could have left them out altogether, but we're trying to be healthy, so put 1 can of kidney beans. And anyway, I doubled the recipe, thinking I want to make, a nice pot of chili. I don't know, I guess 1 pound of chili. Wow, that would be really small. So anyway, I came home and I put everything in my crock pot. Well, the next day, I put everything in my crock pot. And what did I do? You know how it goes, right? I set it and forget it. So I went to work, came home, and voila, chili for dinner. 2 pounds of chili in that great big crock pot was like, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half at the bottom. It was not much chili. And thinking about it, if I'd done what it said, the 1 pound of chili would have even covered the bottom. But 2 pounds of chili, would feed a family of, Ashley didn't eat, so I fed the 3 of us. No, actually, it was just Sean and I that ate. So it really would only feed 4 people. So it got me thinking. I doubled the recipe, thinking I'm making a decent amount of chili, which turned out to be like no amount of chili, just a little teeny tiny bit. This static's killing me, like static here. Anyway, so I want to know, and again, I can't be the only one that thought this. How much makes a nice big pot of chili? In the winter, you hear people say all the time, oh, I made a nice big pot of chili this past weekend. It'll feed my family for a couple of meals. We're good. And, it's like this big, fabulous pot of chili. It's like, I don't know, it has these, like, when people talk about it, it's like, it's got this fulfillment to it. It sounds fabulous. Like you just want to go over to their house for chili. This big pot of chili. They made this big pot of chili, like it simmered on the stove for days. But how much is that big pot of chili? Because my 2 pounds, not big pot of chili. But is it because I put it in a huge big crock pot? If I put it in a little tiny saucepan, it would have filled the saucepan. Then it's a full pot of chili, not necessarily a big pot of chili. And like a big pot of soup, same thing. Like, well, a big pot of soup, I guess I think of like a big, huge, like a pasta boiling pot. But that's easier because it's water content. So what do you do with your chili? Do you make a big pot of chili? How big is a big pot of chili? 10 pounds of meat? Would that fill my crock pot? I don't think that would even fill my crock pot. Probably going to be half full. Or do you bulk it up? Like, this recipe didn't have diced tomatoes, and I do normally put diced tomatoes, and I do like diced tomatoes. So maybe that was the problem. Do you put carrots in it? Do you chop all this extra stuff up? Onions? My husband won't eat onions, so he can't put onions in there unless maybe I tiny them so he doesn't, well, he'll still know they're there. But what do you do to make a big pot of chili? Do you have a recipe that you really like? Because if you do, I need it, and I need to know how to make this idyllic, fabulous, big pot of chili. My family is missing out, people. We only had this much chili. I can't tell anyone I made a big pot of chili. I can't tell anyone I made chili. It was embarrassing. So I need a recipe. I need to know what you do to make this stupendous, talk about all week, tell your friends about pot of chili. So help me out and tell me, do you make this pot of chili? Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about how big is a big pot of chili? Or am I totally crazy? But anyway, that's what went through my mind, and it's gone through my mind a couple of times. So I thought you might get a kick out of it and might be able to help me out. And we can together all make sure our families enjoy this winter a nice big pot, stupendous pot of chili. That's all. Stay warm, guys. Be safe.